Hello everybody! Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. This episode, we're going to find out what is in this secret chamber here, and instead of going to look for the notes to figure out how to get in here, I just looked it up online. So it's square twice, circle once, triangle 3 times, and yeah, that's how it works. So Starlow's like, hey yo, maybe you should heal your SP and everything. And yeah. So I decided to go ahead and do that. And I finally figured out where the beans were. They're just in this part of the menu. Because if you check them on the bean part of the menu, you cannot use them. You can just see how many you've collected. So yeah, there's beans. You can use them to upgrade your stuff. I should do it more often than I did. This was actually the only time in the entire game that I used them. And I collected a decent amount. So that could have helped me in, you know, the end of the game. Or we're in the end of the game, essentially, but like farther near the end of the game. But I just forgot. So I didn't. I also changed my equips here, since we're going up against a boss. I wanted to take off the small shell, because being safe from one damage is not as helpful when the battle is longer. So I decided to go with gear that would help me use a lot more special attacks, because we're going to be using a lot of special attacks in a boss fight. I don't know if I already said that it was a boss fight, and I might have just spoiled it, but it's okay. So yeah, we're going to come here, and there's ice, and we're going to hit this button, because obviously that's the rational thing to do. If there's a button, press it. I don't know what's up on that ledge there. It looks green. These are shrubs. Maybe that green thing is related to the shrubs or something. Shrubs are from Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, the game that was a prequel to this, in which X and Y controlled Baby Mario and Baby Luigi instead of Bowser. Luigi is freaking out because the shrubs were like the main enemy of the game, if I recall correctly from this conversation. That yeah, they invaded the Mushroom Kingdom. I've never played Superstar Saga. If you want to see a Let's Play of that game, you can check out. I know Lucky7DX has done one, and there's, I'm sure, a host of other people who've done one as well. Lucky7DX is the only person I follow who does like a lot of mobile games, and he's done the this entire series. So yeah, we have a boss fight. And yeah, these are the shrubs. They're actually not that hard. They do a ton of damage with these attacks. As you can see there, Luigi just taking 95 points of damage. So you're going to want to watch out for that. But I was still able to beat them on my first try, so they're not too bad. I used Falling Star here, which is cool. You can see it in action, and I'm decent at it. It's if you can get good at it, it's definitely worth using. And as you can see, I just started too early switching to Luigi there the first time. So yeah, this is just a cool attack to watch. It's definitely fun to see. So yeah, just pound these guys with the special attacks, because they have a pretty big amount of health. Heal when you need to, but you've already seen every attack they have. They just do the thing where they shoot 2 beams at you, or they'll spin and shoot 1 beam. The way in which they spin corresponds to who they're going to shoot it at. I don't know which way is which, and I didn't take the time to figure out, because I just jumped with both throws every time, and it was effective, so I kept doing it. So we're going to use another Falling Star here on these guys. Obviously, the Falling Star would be most effective when you're only going up against one enemy. And also if you used it correctly. But, yeah, I mean, it's still definitely a very good attack, regardless. Although, interestingly, I don't think it's the most useful attack for the final boss. But we'll get into that in the last episode. What are we, in 39 now? Man, I can't believe I'm getting this far. It felt like I would never finish this Let's Play, you know, even a year ago. But yeah, thank you to everyone who's been watching through the whole Let's Play. I know there's not very many of you because some of the, like, the first 20 or 25 episodes or so have, like, over 1,000 views on every video, and the ones I've been uploading in the past 2 weeks have, like, 7. So for those 7 of you who are still watching, thank you. And if you're watching this in, like, 2019 and there's 1,000 views like there are in most of the other ones, I thank all 1,000 of you too. We're doing a spin pipe here, and we are going to... Spin pipe's a very good attack. I never really used it before this Let's Play, I don't think. But it's definitely very powerful. It's a low-budget falling star. Oh, I just missed a ton there, jeez. It's a low-budget falling star because it does a lot of damage to a single enemy and doesn't require as much SP. Although, actually, I think I might have ended up doing more damage than... Yeah. I think that was probably more damage than I did a lot of times. Anyway, I keep getting distracted about falling star. Oh, I totally just got wrecked there. Yeah, it doesn't do as much damage, like if you were to compare an excellent on spin pipe and an excellent on falling star, but yeah, I recommend both of them. So, yeah, I guess those are my... Actually, falling star is my favorite attack. I guess my 2 favorites would be spin pipe and the one we get from this battle. Spoiler alert, we get a special attack from this, but I think it's pretty obvious that we'd get a big reward from fighting a hard boss like this. But yeah, use spin pipe, it's got my endorsement, and yeah, we're just gonna keep fighting these guys, keep having a good time, and party, and yeah, don't know what else to say, because there's really not that much more to add to this boss fight, except for the fact that I was getting destroyed here. But it's okay, spoiler alert, I did not lose this fight. I don't know why I spent so much time deliberating if I wanted to use a super nut or not. But I ended up using a max nut, because there's another level of nut in between max nut and super nut. That would have been more helpful, but it's alright. So we're gonna spin pipe this guy. Oh my god, this is the second time in a row I've forgotten to put my phone on silent when I started recording commentary. That is just awkward. Okay. Nope, that was not what I wanted. Okay, yeah, watch as I spin pipe while I mess with my phone. I just switched to Android, as I believe I mentioned about a week ago now, almost a week. So yeah, not quite as familiar with it, but I pretty much know what I'm doing. Anyway, I fixed my phone. I apologize for the interruption. And yeah, we're gonna keep fighting this guy. I'm gonna use Jump Helmet. I forgot that I actually did show off some other special attacks. Jump Helmet is a good one. It's definitely a lot less expensive than everything else. Obviously, it doesn't do as much damage, but still a great attack. Because it's less expensive, you can use it just in regular battle, although I almost never use special attacks outside of boss battles. So I think in RPGs there's 2 types of people. There's people who use SP because they have SP, or they use SP because they're in a boss fight, and only because they're in a boss fight. Because, yeah, I used SP maybe once or twice outside of a boss fight in this Let's Play, I think. But we're finishing up the battle here because I have my refilling SP. That's really nice. But I'm just going to use some of the lower SP moves, like Jump Helmet and Green Shell. And since there's only one of him now, he can only use the spinny attack, which is extremely easy to avoid. Although I say that and I might have gotten hit by it before. But I don't think I did for the rest of the fight. But so this fight is essentially over. Oh wow, I wasn't even sure when it was over, but hey, there we go, it's over now. We got a star candy, which is very nice. I also don't use items too much. I do, like, certainly more than I use special attacks, but not very much. And as a result, when I got to the final boss, I had a huge stockpile of star candy, so I could very easily heal myself in that battle. And that's a kind of a spoiler, but I don't really care because it's not that big a deal. You got a special attack, and this is my favorite special attack in the game, Magic Window. It is extremely good. It is useful for against a single enemy or against multiple enemies. You know what I understand? At the top screen in the menu we were just in, it shows them doing the attack against a Goomba. But here it has it doing it against whatever these guys are, Goombules. It's probably not their name, but the little Goombas inside Bowser. They're essentially Goombas, you know. Oh well, that doesn't matter. But yeah, this attack is good. You can essentially do it forever, but well, until you kill the enemy. But you know, if they had infinite health, you could do it infinitely long. But it just gets to a point where they keep jumping out of the window so quickly, you'd have to be a robot to be able to do it, because you couldn't just react fast enough to do it. You know, if you're doing a tool-assisted speed run, you could, you know, kill people extremely easily. My voice just cracked. That's embarrassing. You kill people extremely easily with Magic Window, because you can just like take everyone out in one hit, or just in one turn. Anyway, I assume that's how it works, because maybe at some point it would force stop you, but I've never gotten there. Oh, also another thing that makes it hard if you're not a robot is that the words on the screen where it's like good, great, excellent, those get in your way when you're trying to see where the next bro is like coming out of the window and when he's going to land. So that also makes it hard when it's going super fast to see what button or buttons you need to press, because as you might have seen, both bros could come out. So there's that. But anyway, enough me rambling about something no one cares about, which is, you know, what I do in every video. But that's my favorite special attack. We're going to go through here, go through this pipe. We went through the pipe a couple episodes ago, and I actually could have gotten out into Bowser's Castle, but I didn't realize that at the time. I cut out a trip to the pipe up top a second ago, which is why you might have seen the video jump. But that was just because I didn't do anything there, so I cut that out. I cut out that trip to the menu because I didn't do anything. And I don't know if we really have anything else left to do in this video. Wow, time certainly flies. Although this is a shorter video. It's actually under 15 minutes, which is what I feel is kind of standard, but I haven't been doing that in a while. So we're going to drink some tea because we are HP and SP are down from that gruesome boss fight. I really like how that tea counter is there. It's very convenient, and it's not expensive either, because coins are pretty easy to come by in this game. That reminds me of one time I was telling one of my friends how I needed to get coins for my car so I could go to the vending machine, and he thought I meant like Mario coins and started laughing at me. I was like, no, like currency, like quarters, those are coins. Anyway, that was a stupid story. Yeah, there's really not much else to show here, except I get a couple other magic beans over here, which is cool. This is the area where we first found the blue Koopas, and now we can travel between here and Toad Town, which is cool. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. So anyway, I hope you guys liked this episode, and let's be honest, you probably didn't. But if you did, inexplicably, give the video a like. And I missed another magic bean there. No, it looks like I went back to get it. So yeah, I don't know how to get up to that blue block. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good day.